is it about this district that's different? Like working in DT1? Sorry.
Sure, that's not for me.
Pending call to Joyce. Sending now.
Oh,
It's right across the street.
yeah. Guess I can go take it. 5'6". I'm right next to Joyce. I can take that.
What's the dispatch?
It says there's 2 people leaning up against the building. I don't see them, so I wonder if it's see each other over here. That was a tricky situation since they're not on our property. They're on the building next to it.
So what do you do in situations like that where, you know, someone's called out, but
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do since it's not our property. I don't have a contract with them.
the beautiful thing is the police are rolling by, so
Yeah, so that's,
it might be helpful to kind of push them. You were talking earlier about working for Loomis, right? It's like one of your old trucks over here. Are you serious? Hey, speaking of the difference between the two, I saw a couple of officers, I don't know if they were with Loomis or with some of the other companies, they were using revolvers still.
yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
You gotta have a really good shot if you're gonna use a revolver.
Now, what would be the purpose of them using a revolver as opposed to a semi-automatic?
Just old school.
Okay.
Just old school. That's all it is. They prefer the revolver over anything else.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of, well, I mean, you know, the thought process people sometimes have is that if they have a semi-automatic, that's extra rounds, but you're responsible for every round. It's not like you just
Yeah.
get a couple of free ones, you know?
Yeah.
Did you ever train on the revolver?
No, never.
No.
Never.
Have you ever shot one?
Once.
Okay.
Once.
Dude, I'm a huge revolver fan. If you ever want to shoot one, I got
Oh, you got
lots of them, yeah.
lots? I'll take you up on that.
Absolutely, good deal. All right. What are some of the issues that you deal with, like, in terms of danger when you're working in security?
Usually it's a lot of people threatening to spit at me or try to stab me with a knife.
I mean, you say that so nonchalant. Like, most people who go to work don't have to worry about someone threatening to spit on them or stab them with a knife. Like, how do you deal with that? How do you go through your day and do your job when that's legitimately something you have to worry about?
Just gotta watch your back at all times and always keep your distance from anyone that you come in contact with.
Do you see an importance on, I don't want to say making friends with the community or the people that are down here, but like, do you see an importance in creating a rapport with the people that you deal with?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I have a lot of rapport with people on the streets. They actually sometimes will help me get people off buildings because they will know them and they will convince them to get them off the building for me.
Well, how do you do that though? Like, I mean, we're talking about people that are, you know, in the worst situation you can be in terms of like what they're going through. And then a lot of times people are suffering from mental illness or they're addicted to drugs. Like, how do you create inroads or build bridges with people who are going through that kind of stuff?
Just seeing them every night, building that relation with them. They see your face so often, they start trusting you.
Dispatch just came through. What's going on?
Seems like there's a homeless person up against the wall of the corner of Broadway and Troy.
Okay.
And they will like them removed.
Okay. So, hey, when you get these dispatches for service and you know, you're driving to the location.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of times you think about what that dispatch is. You know, like right now it just says there's a homeless person that's leaning up against the wall. How often do you think to yourself about things potentially going south when you get there? Like, are you preparing yourself for the worst case scenario, or are you just thinking that this is just another routine call?
Always prepare for the worst, because you never know what people are thinking. They can be nice to you 1 second, and they can switch it really quick. Have it happen to me multiple times.
What do you tell yourself as you're driving to the call?
Nothing really. I'm just gonna show up, keep my distance from him, and just have a conversation with the person.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
So are you going to help with my evacuation today?
Yeah, 2 over there.
No, out of the state of Oregon.
I can't.
Then don't ask me how then you can help me, okay? So you can join everybody else in the execution of the health penalty. Thank you for acknowledging that.
So as you were dealing with that guy, he kind of got a little, I don't want to say angry, but definitely got a little aggressive.
Yeah, he got a little frustrated.
How do you handle situations like that?
I just take a step back, let them get it out until they calm down within a couple seconds, and then see if I could have a normal conversation with them.
It's really important to keep your ego in check and just allow yourself to not take those situations personally, right? Like, I know that when I'm working and I deal with that and someone, you know, gets aggressive, I have to remember, like, they don't know me. You know what I mean? This isn't about me. Like, they're going through whatever they're going through, dealing with whatever they're dealing with, and then I'm standing here in a uniform. I'm sure I represent, like, a lot of bad things that have happened in their life. Is that something that is trained, or is that something that you think each individual officer has, you know, kind of within them, or is it something that has to be taught?
It's a little bit of both, because every day it's a new day and you always learn something new.
I know you had said you were potentially watching some other people. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so I noticed when I was walking by they were pulling on a door, so I just want to make sure that they don't get entry into one of my properties. They're off property now, so now I can leave.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times that preemptive thought to either, you know, like you just said hello to those people, you didn't accuse them or anything, or say anything about the property, you just kind of made your presence known.
Yes.
I've kind of found that a lot of times doing that saves you from having to come back in 15 or 20 minutes.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
That was a good move. Very smart. All right, man, I got one question for you before we finish this up.
What's up?
How cool is Damien?
Oh, he's awesome.
Right? Talk to me about it. Elaborate, expand, enhance.
Oh man, he's just an amazing guy.
A man, a few words. All right, fine. I see.
I don't know what to say. You put me on the spot. I'm like, fuck.